Welcome back to What Ifs and Maybes, a podcast about the what ifs of our lives and the maybes of our hearts. This is your host, Mads
And Pao.
and Nina here today. Hi, pal.
Hi.
What a good night.
Sure.
I'm eating this delicacy.
What is it? What are you eating?
It's soft and it has cheese. That's the clues I'm giving. Those
It's soft and it has cheese.
Yeah, you pinch it.
Popcorn?
No, it's gonna be so hard for people to guess what it is. But comment down below what's soft and has cheese.
Comment down below. Can you give us more
Um,
hints?
I think if I say it, like people would know where I live because it's soft and it has cheese and it rhymes with pinch. No, really, it does.
Fish?
No, it does not rhyme with pinch. That was a really bad rhyme. But it rhymes with cheese.
Brie?
We need to like go to a different topic now because I can
Okay.
just people are like just guessing what's wrong with me today, and it's just like I finished a report that's like 15
Mhm.
pages long. I watched 7 movies while I was finishing it now, so
Ay, wow.
it's a good night because I'm done with it already.
Oh, really don't know what's happening. I'm in a mood. I'm not in a good mood, but I'm in an okay. No, not really. I'm in a neutral mood right now.
Oh, I was
Yeah.
like so positive. She won't even admit that she's in a bad mood today, even though we all
Yeah,
know that an okay mood for Pao is that means it's a bad mood. But it's okay, Pao.
it is.
It's okay to have bad moods and bad days. I'm here for you.
Thanks. I don't know. I just think that if I say I'm in a bad mood, I'll be in a bad mood for the rest of
Uh huh.
the day. Because sometimes if I admit that I have a bad mood, I'm in a bad mood, it'll be quite long, like a week.
Oh, I was supposed to say like, oh, don't worry, it's nighttime. Tomorrow's a new day, and then you said, oh, it lasts till a week, and I'm like thrown back into like our college days, and guys, it really lasts like 1 2 weeks tops.
Yeah, if I'm in a bad mood, it's if I say that I'm in a bad mood, it's really a bad mood.
It's gonna be like a bad week. So yeah, okay, it's an okay day for Powell for today.
Yeah, I actually think that it's starting to be bad because last Thursday, well, today is Friday. So yesterday it started. So I don't think I can stop it.
Mm,
So
so,
Nina said there is no in between mood.
mm.
Yes. Sometimes.
Okay. I feel that. I feel that. But maybe
Mhm.
there's just also moods of like, no, sorry, I can't. My mind just blanked. Like, my mind's like this big and suddenly got smaller. And then I don't know if it's gonna get bigger. But maybe that's existence for you, Pao. So what's our prompt for today?
Yeah, so our prompt is what if existence was really just smaller to bigger?
Nina's like face palming right now. Like, that's your transition? Sorry, Nina. It's like I'm at that point in my life that the week's just it's almost done, but like it's gonna start a new week. So like
Yeah.
this existence power.
What is existence? Maybe we should talk about what is existence.
Okay.
Or this is gonna be so redundant, I think. But just living or like just existing. I just to explain how I think existence is. It's just like you're there
Oh yeah.
and you're existing.
I feel like we have the same definition, but maybe the best way to look at it from our perspective then is was there ever a moment where you said that, oh, this today, right now, I'm existing? Like, have
I
you
have never thought of that.
okay, now that makes it hard.
Nina was saying that today, as she was napping on the floor, she existed for a bit just to exist.
Oh, but I get that. I used to do that a lot when I was a kid. Like, if it's just like a day, like you don't need to do anything. And I would just like lay down on the floor and, oh, I'm just existing. There's nothing to do yet. There's nothing to think of. I'm just existing. I think Paul and I used to do
Really?
that a lot
I
before.
don't think I ever really thought of it as just existing, but I would just have a blank mind
Oh,
whenever we do that.
oh, maybe that's existing. You just don't think of it. It's not too metaphor.
Maybe, yeah, maybe that's just how I view how existing is. Like just staring at something
Mm-hmm.
while other people talk,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, I think.
Mm-hmm. I feel like since I came to the city, I never really truly just existed. But whenever I'm in the countryside, the province, that's when a blank space, just like what Nina said, it's a blank space, baby. So nice. I think when you're around nature and you don't really think of lines or anything else. That's why I don't like going to the countryside because that's when I don't want to go back. So
Oh.
but I seldom go home because I might not return here. So that's why. And they always say like, "Oh, you've forgotten about us. You never go back." And it's not that. So that's me existing because I exist the most at home. Oh, that's so dramatic. But anyway, but that's when I realized that my existence then is this little thing in a vast environment. And especially when you go to the beach, I don't know if I'm the only one like this, but when I go to the beach and I see the wide seaside, the sand, and you see yourself just a small, tiny speck of that part, and I'm like, oh, I'm just existing. I'm just a small part of the world. But
Yeah.
that's when I realized that my existence was just, I'm just a small thing in this world.
So Tina was writing, let's go to the beach each, let's go get away. I was just gonna say, I think I never thought of that because whenever I go to like the countryside or when I go to the beach or when I go to the mountains, I just always think that I want to sleep. For the people who don't know, I'm always just sleepy.
Al doesn't like to exist. She likes the blank canvas of the world. Sorry, Pop.
Maybe. There was a time, just not today, there was a time when I wondered about our existence. It was, I have no idea, but I was watching something during my high school days, and then I thought, maybe. But there was a time during my high school days that I thought about the existence, or maybe in church. I don't really remember where, but I thought of it rarely, very rarely, that I don't even remember what I thought actually.
So the point of your story, Pao, is
I thought of it once, but that was when I was watching something related to religion.
So was there ever a time that you questioned, like, oh, so what is my existence for? Because I used to do that a lot.
Oh, I didn't think of it as existence, but I thought of it as a purpose. What was my purpose?
So you're more goal driven in a sense because you never questioned why you're here. You just questioned what am I here for? Like that kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, I get.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
think so.
question. I was part of the world. I'm not.
I'm 100%,
So did you ever think that your existence is just a small part of the world or a big part of the world?
I never really questioned myself.
Oh, so if now.
So now I don't really think I'm a small part of the world or a big part. I think I'm just like neutral.
But that's like being a political. No, I'm kidding. But like, if you could think that there's that one extra percentage that, oh, I'm more part of a smaller spectrum or I'm part of the bigger characteristics of the world or something like that, where would you be?
What's your answer? Let me think about it first.
Oh, I'm a
When
small one. But I feel like it's part of my character. Like I mentioned, I think, in the last episode that I used to think that I had this egoistic mind because, the stages of psychological development. And then I realized it all crumbling down that, oh, I'm not really the main character of the world. I'm just like a side character existing.
Oh, I never actually thought that I was the main character or the side character. Maybe I'm just not a reflective thinker in regards to my existence in the world. I reflect more on my emotions, something like that. So maybe regarding that, I think maybe smaller because sometimes I think that this is kind of weird to say, but in our body, there are like little cells that's still us. There was one time I thought that we were little cells of God.
Oh,
That's why He loves us.
it's like in
Because we're still part, yeah.
I get that. Oh, Nina said, I always thought everyone was a main character telling their own perspective, like how cameras can switch in storytelling movies.
Yeah, I actually thought of that too.
I thought of that as well, and then I had this like very big existential crisis. So if we're all main characters and we're part of a bigger story and we have our own story, so if we're part of the really bigger main story, like who's the real main character? Or are we like Teen Titans or like Justice League? Like everyone has their own comic strip, but end of the day,
Yeah.
Superman at the middle of the opening sequence of Justice League. I know Pau doesn't know this, but
No.
everyone has their storyline. But even
Mm-mm.
becomes a side character in Justice League because Superman is the one at the middle. And then, spoiler alert, everyone ships Batman and Wonder Woman. But then in comics, it's Superman and Wonder Woman who gets together. Like, what? Anyway, sorry, I'm ranting. Back to the topic. So, because of what Nina said, I keep thinking then, okay, if the hypothesis is that we're all main characters, then
Mm-mm. I think because what you like superhero things, but when I was a kid, I like the chicken soup for whatever.
oh,
So those are like all stories. So they're like their own main story. So they're like their own main character, and there's like no main the
mm-hmm.
bigger. That's why. That's what I thought.
Mm.
We're saying that.
Oh, I
So,
get that. I used
I
to
wish.
read those as well. I had lots of
Mm-mm.
those, but I get what you mean.
I don't even know. I don't really like watching a lot of things. I like reading.
I tend to watch more because in the adulting world you need to do lots of things and you can't really read stuff while you
Mm-mm.
do things. Never been a fan of audiobooks actually. But anyway,
I don't like audiobooks too. Right now, I like variety shows.
pretty same. But I listen to podcasts, so I don't know how that comes in. They listen to podcasts. Listen to what Ifs and Maybes every Friday. Oh, good plug, good plug. But I don't know. So if you could conclude, guys, like is existence a small thing or a big thing in someone's life? Do you think we should ask about it, question it? What do you think?
What's your opinion on that? I don't actually think we should question it.
Okay.
Well, I don't actually understand the question.
It's like philosophers. Why do we have philosophers? Because they question lots of stuff. Why do we have?
Hmm.
Sorry, I was gonna say.
Gossipers?
Gossipers. There we go. Gossipers. They question stuff. Actually, there's this country in Asia who has lots of gossipers, and apparently they don't have any serial killers because of the gossipers. Wink, wink. What could that country be? But anyway, yes. So I think for me, I actually
Hmm.
talked with a friend about this, and he said that he didn't really question his own existence or what the Almighty presents. And I said, honestly, I said that it's okay to question stuff,
Hmm.
but question in a way you want to know, not question in a way that you want to pinpoint that something is wrong. Like I feel like I want people to be more inquisitive, like not just look at things at face value, that you accept everything that comes into you
Mm-hmm.
and be accepting of what's happening. But
Mm-mm.
you have to also understand why is that happening, or else it really won't be enough that you went through it, because you have to understand why you went through it. And I think that's what I mean by questioning something. Like you have to question your existence because you have
So why?
You have to know the why. Why are you here? Why do you have to do this thing? Why do you have to? But I think it's also the overthinker in me. So maybe that's just my anxiety talking. But yeah, but why? Nina's giving us the meme of the but why of like Jackie Chan and various people.
The memes.
The memes.
Yeah. I think a lot of people might think of this question as just being existence, but sometimes it can just be as simple as why do I have to do this?
Yeah.
Why do I do this? Why am I making myself go through this? Something like that. Oh,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
yeah.
If you always
Yeah, I think that's what.
Yeah, because if you always accept everything, that's when people push you over. This
Mm.
experience is something that's not a very nice thing to feel.
Yeah, sometimes we just have to question
Mhm.
things too, just so that we can understand ourselves better, to accept, tolerate ourselves sometimes. I don't know, maybe I'm in a not good mood. That's why I'm thinking of that.
Nina said, "Oh, she shared this lyrics of I Like Giants." Is this a song, Nina? And the song says, "We all become important when we realize our goal should be to figure out our role within the context of the whole." Ooh, I am just a speck of dust inside a giant's eye. Oh, and it's repeating all over. But that's really nice.
Is that why you thought of the prompt?
Oh,
Yeah. Okay. So Nina nodded for people who don't know.
yes, an Adventure Time. It was Adventure Time again, guys. Now we know.
I
It's
didn't even remember that song in Adventure Time.
like one of those people who never watched Adventure Time.
Okay.
Yeah, don't
Okay.
bash me. Just follow us on our podcast every Friday.
If you want to bash us, you have to pay us.
Wow. Is that our new tagline?
That was our tagline before.
Oh.
Persecute us, will pay us.
It was an old tagline, guys. It's a good tagline. I like it. We'll say it again.
Wait.
Persecute us, pay us. And then, if you want to bash us, then you have to pay us. Oh, I really like that one. That one's really witty. But that's for me for today. How about you, Pablo? You want to add anything more?
No, no. You just ask yourself. Sometimes we have to reflect on things.
Mhm.
Sometimes it makes us better, sometimes it makes us sad, in a bad mood, but at least we understand ourselves more.
I get you. Sometimes you can accept things as they are, be positive about it, but at the same time, you have to question, is this still who you want to be? Is this who I am?
Will this make me happy in the long run? Will I be content in the future?
But
Will
that,
this make my existence happy? That's okay.
oh, but that's for another prompt, guys. So, how about you, Nina?
Okay, so
Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at What Ifs Maybes and subscribe to our YouTube channel, What Ifs and Maybes.
see you again next time. Hoping that your regrets be small and wishes stay strong. Bye, guys!
Bye, guys. Bye, Nina.